Let me hit record. All right, we are ready to rock and roll. Welcome to the CEO team global or CEO global team call. Coming in, Lillian Merida out of Florida. Thank you so much for playing MC here at the beginning and doing a little light, light comedy to get us all in the mood. Little housekeeping. Andy and Marcy, your co-hosts, Lillian, Michael and Bruna, Vivian, if you can just manage sound, tech as we go, if we have any, that would be most helpful while we're speaking. Donnie and Marcy, I didn't know if you had any visuals to share as well, and so that's why I wanted to make sure that we had you on with the co-host. Donnie and Marcy, by the way, since you are going to be speaking, can we just do a quick audio? Make sure that that's going to work.
Sure. Can you hear us?
Oh, yeah. Great. You're doing great. Awesome. Perfect. I can't. Oh, now I can see you. Awesome. Let's do one other quick sound check, and that is to Mr. Power Vant, Mr. North from Bangkok, and he's going to be actually at the top of this. North, how's your sound? Can you unmute and just let us know that you're here? I'm looking for him. North, are you with us?
I'm here, Seth.
Oh, there he is. Mr. Power Vantage himself. Awesome.
Yeah. So my internet here in Bangkok right now is a little lacking. So I think that will be okay. Wow, can you hear me all the clear sounds?
You're great. Yeah. You're great. I'm getting some feedback saying that I may be coming in choppy. Is that correct, Gandhi and Marcy?
You're choppy. You're choppy.
I hate to hear that, but okay. God help us, please. And that was literally a prayer. All right, so we're gonna start, and we'll just we'll get where we get. So we got a bunch to cover tonight for the next hour. This is being recorded. And please share it with your teams. This is an international call and a training call primarily for English speaking capabilities, but that includes much of Thailand, almost all of the Philippines, of course, US, Canada, much of Europe as well. So I just had a brand new customer from Iceland today. I know we're not open in Iceland. They're coming in. Michael's like, well, they're coming in through the Netherlands, all right? So we are extending our footprint. Quick note for those who are interested in international, Philippines is officially open. Product is in country. We've got 2 shipments in the airport in customs right now, and we're anticipating, the company's anticipating that the first one's in the final stages of customs clearance. So within, I'm saying 7 days. It's probably going to be earlier, but I like to manage expectations. Okay, so I'm anticipating by the 15th of the month, a product will be shipping and orders fulfilled. That's super exciting for what's going on in the Philippines. The first at the top of the call, I want to and Dondi and Marcy, we've got you about midway half in this call today, just so you know, have a lot of other commitments. At the top of the call, I had to invite North Thanakrit from Bangkok, Thailand. And I'm not sure if we have other team members. We had 2 brand new Elite Pro 8s break last month, rank advance, first time ever, 2 Elite Pro 8. We had a number of Pro 6s. Check this out. In November, volume in Thailand, personal volume, not the counts and what we're really interested in is volume, was in the 200, about mid 200,000. So 240, 250-ish $1,000. Tremendous work. Last month in December, North's team did north of 500,000 US dollars involved, 500,000 OB, over that. I didn't get the final number. It was 505 the last time I checked it. So tremendous work. Seeing him at convention, He is literally one of the trainers, not only for the product, he's got a deep, deep love for nutrition and has read probably more science, other than maybe Brian Dixon. It's not called, maybe including Brian Dixon, probably read more research on every aspect of nutrition and, of course, NRF2, antacids than anybody I know. Maybe save Joe McCord. So an incredible businessman, incredible trainer and leader, and is doing an amazing job leadership team in Thailand. So I was going to give him the first 7 to 10 minutes today to talk about what happened last month. How do you go from 240 to 505,000? And of course, that's not just 30 days of work. That's month after month, doing what they've been doing for 4 years. But what a story. North, I want to give the micro to you and tell us what we need to know here in the rest of, because you all be doing it. You be doing it right.
Okay, thank you so much, Seth. So hi, everybody. So my name is North Thanakrit and illiterate from Thailand. So I'm like everybody that who believe in one thing, you know. This is my first started. I remember that first time I met Seth in global conventions, 2017, right? That was the first time that we met. I had studied about science of NRF2 for 5 years before I met Seth Mauder. It's like a destiny that I have to meet this company, right? And I always believe in science because my background is from sports science and nutritionist. And I had a health problems, super big health issue problem on my liver. And I'm looking for the way out. I'm looking for to get my life back. And finally, I just hit into one of science of NRF2 activations in PubMed. And I was interested in, and for the last 5 years that I've been studying about NRF2, and I'm looking for NRF2, and I searched on the internet and looking for who sells the NRF2, right? So I call my friends in the US to go to the drugstore, because on ABC Primetime it says drugstore, right? And that what happened, that how I first met our NRF2 activation, but I couldn't find it until I found my friend, my best friend, she's one of my sisters. She's introduced me to Seth Mauder. So that's how I can start my NRF2 destiny. Okay. And because I believe in science, I truly believe one thing that make me success, because when I believe, I'm deeply, truly, more than 100% belief. So the belief is driving the actions. Without belief, there's zero actions. Less belief, less actions. So I've been developing myself, and I know everyone has the best, super amazing leader like Seth Mauder. I was so lucky that I have Seth as my leader and my brother. So I learned a lot from him. I've been in network marketing industry for 26 years, and I never stop learning. When I come to LifeVantage, I learn a lot from Seth. I learn a lot from my leaders. I dump all my knowledge from my experience past and start dumping all my knowledge from my leaders. So thank you, Seth, that has been teaching me, give me a coach, when I first started. And I remember one thing, this is like the truly jokes about me and Seth. It's called Keep One and Nerve 2. On that time, when I talk about science and Keep One and Nerve 2, right? It's make people excited about it. nobody heard about it, but a lot of customers coming in, right? So on my 4th year, this is what I did, said, I stopped talking about Q1 and Nerve 2 for my 4th year. And I started talking about disruptive technology. Because genomics is one of the 12 disruptive technologies. And NRF2 is in the category of 12 disruptive technologies. So, we are in NASDAQ. We rang the bell in NASDAQ. So the foundation is solid. So we talk about that. So we pull a lot of leaders, the owner of other companies, and all the entrepreneurs in. That's why we started that since the first years of 2021, right? I remember that first time I hit that problem was the 20th of January 2020, when the pandemic came. Me and my leader, we worked together closely, find a way out. That how we can pass through that. So I think Seth has been watching our volume since that, right? We never drop down. The volume keep going up from the pandemics. So we using pandemics as an opportunity. We're using Zoom since the date, the 21st of January of 2020. And we start using Zoom. We put the system together and we work closely with everyone. I'm travel around the country still, to guides and training, because Thailand has a little problem about learning all the new technology. So I have to go out and travel and teach the leaders around the country. So when we connect everyone together, we start in that. And like I said, when you truly believe, you have the most power to do everything. And if everyone heard me talk about in the global conventions, I use only 2 rules on my working. I use 40, 40, 20 rules, which is when I first started, I use 40, 40, 20 rules. First 40 is finding the new name list. If I have like 5 hours, I will use my first 2 hours to find the name list. If I ran out of the name list, I go out, chat on the net, find the name list that I can pull into my stock of my name list. And my second verse of another 40 is invite. And the last hours that I have, 1 hour, I came out and developed myself. Go to YouTube, study about science, study with the people who successful, like Seth Mouders, like everybody else, like Master Pro 10, executive Master Pro 10 in our business. And the other business, what they've been developing themselves. So that my first rule. So when I have my team, I'm use another rules called 30, 30, 30, 10. Still, put my name list in. Because when you have the team, when you have more freedoms, you don't have to work another job. So I'm full-time in like Vantage on that time, right? So I'm working like 14 hours straight up. And I use 30, 30, 30, 10. Still, nameless. I still dumping every name list into my tank and invited. And another 30, I help my team. Gathering together, home meetings, Zoom meetings, online meetings. I do everything on my another 30%. And the last 10, I still that developing myself. So I've been doing that for the last 4 years and I still not stop doing it. A lot of people say, he's not stop doing it. I still recruiting. So you will see that every month I have my new team member, 4 or 5 new team members sign up every month. That because of I'm doing 30, 30, 30, 10 every month. So that's my secret. And this business is a family business. So you have to support the teams. You have to be like family. Network marketing is all about family business, relationship business. If you lack of relationships, you lack of the network. So that what I do, I'm keeping close with my team, and I'm working with my team closely, and still believe is the most powerful that will drive you to success. So thank you for having my microphone set, and I hope that everyone will be success in these years, and you move your rank up like easy every year, and I hope you become master person like Seth Mulder. And my goal is by the middle of this year to become Elite Pro 9. So thank you everyone for having me in these groups. Thank you, Seth. So you incredible, you so amazing. You are my everything in this business, okay?
Love you, brother. Thank you so much. So much. Hey, please light up the chat box with something you learned. I was taking a couple of notes from North. Belief was the first thing. You listen to this guy, he believes what he believes. You know what he believes. You know that he believes 101% what he's saying. That there's a direct correlation between his belief percentage, right? Are 100%. I'm not either correlated. Belief is causative. Causes success. North, man, you learn, your biggest takeaway from what North shared. Drop some love into him and to the team in Bangkok. They did over they basically went volume to Pro 9 volume, more than doubled in 30 days. Whew, that's hot stuff. Love it. I want to introduce you to a guy. I'm going to give him only 90 seconds, and I'm just going to. I'm going to see if he's going to smile as he hears me with the code word, because I want to recognize a brand new Pro 3 Rockstar in the business. But one thing I do want to say about what North said, one other thing, he talked about Keep One. Do any of you know what Keep One is? All right. So here's the joke. Okay, yeah, of course Dondi knows. Of course Dondi and Marcy know, okay? Hopefully most of you don't even know what Keep One is, okay? If you know what Keep One is, type it in the chat box. So we used to joke because North knows the product and has such a deep belief in it. It seemed like all the leaders in Thailand were always talking about Keep One. And you know what? I used to talk about Keep One, right? Like, okay, Keep One's this protein in the body that actually inhibits, NRF2 from being released. And so like, we're doing this in our presentations, right? We're telling every single customer in Thailand is knowing that there's something called Keep One. And so one of the things we talked about was, okay, you want to be successful, more successful, because they were already successful. Stop talking about Keep One, right? And let's be more simple. And I don't know if you caught this. I thought this was profoundly powerful. Instead of talking about Keep One, they're talking about disruptive technologies. One of the 12 disruptive technologies in the world right now. Now, let me just ask you a question. If you're going to talk to 100 people that you know, how many of them are going to dig in on the science of Keep One versus how many of them are going to get it? It's going to click when you say, I'm working with one of the 12 most disruptive technologies in the world right now. Hello, right? So the power of belief multiplied by the power of simplicity is one of the reasons these guys went from 250 to 500,000 in 30 days. So thank you, North. I want to come to Phil Hoare. Phil Hoare, who is an autoimmune, Mr. Talkie Talk, autoimmune transformation specialist. That's kind of an inside joke. but he recently joined LifeVantage. He hit Pro 3. He hit it multiple months in a row, and there's a reason I'm having him come on here. It's kind of a representative to all Pro 3s in the team around the world. But he hit it 3 months in a row, folks. And that qualifies him for something that we're launching. But before I announce that, I just want to give 60 seconds to Phil Hoare to talk about what he's doing. By the way, he's in Bali, by the way. He's in Bali. He's registered in Australia, but living in Indonesia. Phil, take it away, man.
Yeah, thanks, Steph. Putting me on the spot and throwing me under the bus. I mean, for me, I work with a lot of clients that are unwell, and I was introduced to LifeVantage in Australia way back when they launched the company. It was about 8 years ago. Wasn't on my radar, ignored it, but I was always in touch with Melissa. And then basically I had a lot of clients got gut issues. So they all would like, what is the best probiotic in whatever country they're in, I'll be researching, okay, go there, that's the best one to get. It came cumbersome. A friend of mine told me about LifeVantage again. I said, oh, hold on, let me go back and look at the website. And I found ProBio. I was a kid in a candy store and I knew this can work. But then when I went and looked at the science of NRF2, in a nutshell, I liked the science about it. I looked at CRP. Now, CRP is basically an inflammation marker in your blood. When I saw that, because all health conditions are linked to inflammation, I was super excited and I dived down that route. And since then, I'm talky talk. I speak to every person about it. You cannot say the wrong thing to the right person, no matter how you do it. They want to really go with passion and excitement. Like on a first date, I always say this. You want to be excited and prepared. And when you talk about Protandim, NRF2, whatever you want to do, they're going to look at your passion and excitement. And when they get that, they go, what does this guy on? And I'm helping lots of people and they're paving it forward and I love it. And I went Pro 3. I don't chase the numbers. I don't chase ranking. I chase how to help people. Because when you help them, they see the benefits and they become talky talks and it replicates and replicates. So that's what I'm doing. And it's a whole lot of fun. I love being part of the community and system and everything else. So it's kind of cool. And yep, since the pandemic, things have been great in terms of business because I'm sitting in Bali on Zoom and I've never done any one-on-one meetings face-to-face. So yeah, thanks for letting me share, Steph.
Love it, love it, love it. And Cassie, thank you for lighting up the chat box. It's so powerful when you take these little nuggets that you get, you're going to get nuggets from every single person and you might see it differently than somebody else, or you might write it down and somebody else might not write it down the perfect way. So when you're dropping these in the chat box, you're doing an incredible service for the team. So thank you. Thank you, Phil. So Phil is the most recent recipient or earner of a new recognition platform that we have launched called Rockstar. So we just created, just had the final touches put, this beautiful, beautiful PDF, which will be in the CEO community. How to become a CEO Rockstar. Rockstar is a new recognition platform that we're launching for the team to recognize people in a fun way, in a different way, in a unique way for new growth, okay? This has nothing to do with your old rank. By the way, the first person to earn one of these awards just a couple months ago, maybe 2 months ago, was Daisy Goodwin. Daisy Goodwin's an Elite Pro 9. Do you know what award she earned? She qualified for the Pro Rockstar Award. Just because a Pro 9 doesn't mean that you're automatically a Pro 3 Rockstar. She's recruiting necessary to earn that award, and we shipped it off to her. By the way, she did, and this is what we're recommending. She did an Instagram story, Facebook story of her opening her award. Right? She used this award and this recognition as content for her social media campaigns. She pulled 8 new customers. Commentary on that Rockstar Award. So if you're earning your awards and getting them, the whole idea is that you're going to have a wall of fame in your office, in your hallway. You can put it in the back of your home office so everybody can see these awards. So we have a pre-award, a Pro 5 award, a Pro 7 award, and a Master Pro 10 award. Those are key ranks, key logistical foundational leadership ranks. And so how do you earn those? If you're a new Pro 3, if you're currently existing or you've been a previous Pro 3, there's a way that you can earn that as well. And let me go to page 2. That's what the awards actually look like. They're actually gold, pardon me, silver, gold, platinum, and double platinum. These are like the actual awards that Keith Urban is getting. Okay, same award companies that we're using in Southern California, and you can earn your award. Now, here's the deal: as an upline leader, it's your privilege and your responsibility to provide meaningful recognition, appreciation, and praise for your teams. So these awards, although they're earned by members in your team, it's your responsibility as a leader to buy those awards for your teams. So how does that all work? It's in the PDF here, but basically, simplistically speaking, we're going to introduce leadership responsibility for recognition early on. So when somebody in your team qualifies, 3 months, right? Takes at least 3 months to qualify for any of these awards. As for example, a Pro 3, the 2 upline Pro 5s will be purchasing that award and presenting it to that Pro 3, shipping it off to them, okay? You actually unmute if you can hear me.
We can
Yeah,
hear
can
you.
hear you,
It's
sir.
a little choppy, but we can hear you.
I make devices, so this is just an honor and a privilege awards, but actually to be able to present. So with that, I want to actually do some recognition, and then I'm going to turn it over to Dondi and Marcy. Let me see if I can share my screen again. I got kicked off. So I'm going to transition out of CEO Rockstar Awards again. This is on the CEO community. This is intended, by the way, to be used shipped. I want to go over and talk about inviting like crazy. And I'm going to share my, Barbara, can you give me if you see the screen I'm sharing, Barbara? Is it shared okay? So many of you know that I use all of my prospecting because to track intensely every my guests, right, as the videos. So sharing with you is the top 25. The top 25 inviters. And what inviters, the app actually tracks every single person who actually watches the video, right? They can't just click on the link. So what you're seeing is the top, this is the top 10, top 25 people using the app in the team around the world, from Singapore to Canada to the United States to Puerto Rico, as well. Had the most people click on videos. Now, here's interesting. There's a correlation between people who invite more and people who sponsor more. So I just wanted to we wanted to give a huge congratulations to Greg Theobald. Greg is in South Carolina, actually relocated from Arizona to South Carolina. He was the #1. By the way, he and Maria Pallone, Maria's up in Canada, were the #1 and #2, and they were considerably ahead of everybody else. I do want to give them props for, they more than doubled what I did, by the way, each of them. So huge props to Greg and Maria. May Salavia is actually in Tokyo, Japan. She was #3 on the leaderboard. Lillian Merida out of Florida, #4. Richard Langenheim out of Utah, #5. Loretta McAvoy out of Canada, #6. Ronnie and Farah out of the Philippines and Singapore. And now Ronnie's actually relocated to Canada. They're doing this internationally. Number 7, Florence La Roca out of Puerto Rico. Number 8, tied at 9th, Seth and Stephanie Mulder and Darlene Sorensen. And by the way, huge congratulations to Darlene. Darlene actually was probably about top 15 about 3 days before, and just literally went on a rampage because she wanted to be in the top 10. Great to go, Darlene. And Marjorie Ham out of Texas, and just rocking the Philippines right now. Recently advanced to Pro 6. So top 10, can I just say huge congratulations. Thanks for your leadership. Thanks for your light, and thanks for everything that happened in 2021. We're going to be doing this again, by the way. I want to go to the next picture. This is 11 through 25. So huge props to these people: Jason and Rachel McDaniel, Kim LaChapelle, Vivian Casenda, number 13, Jacob Blackburn, Bruna Pallone, Robin Fox, Mandy Sanford, Michael Jeffers, Owen Beck, Beverly Hill, Eileen Whipple, Wendy Colley, Carolee Gold, Dr. Jean DeLucia, and Nerf 2 Healthy Gal. Those are our top 25. I want to show you something. Here's what we're going to do. We have some special recognition for these people, right? This is a year. This is a year-long commitment, right, to be in this top 25 in order, and they haven't seen this, but we want to send a certificate of achievement, Rockstar certificate of achievement, and recognize every single one of you for your Rockstar effort in inviting and sharing the LifeVantage story. Congratulations on making the top 25. So these will, your name and your team name, if you have a team name, and also the number that you placed, where you placed in the top 11 through 25 will be contained here on a framed certificate that we had designed, and I hope you'll proudly share it, proudly display it, and I hope that you will do. You'll do an opening party, right? When you get this, do an opening party. Tell a story, Facebook story. This should be part of your Instagram. This should be, a reel. This should be part of a permanent Facebook post, right? Talk about your feelings about being in here, where it's gone, and what's happened to you. Talk about the team. Talk about where else have you worked in the last 40 years of your life where you hit the top 25 in the world, right? This is your moment, right? Share it like crazy. So top 11 through 25, huge congratulations. Now, I said it would be special to be in the top 25. You did it amazing. I said it would be super special to be top 10. So here's what we have for the top 10. You actually have a Rockstar album, your own vinyl, 2021 invite leader. This is personalized there in a nameplate on the bottom, your name, team name, and also the number that you placed in the top 10. So those will be sent out. They should be completed. They'll be done, should be done in January. They actually typically kick those out pretty quickly, but huge congratulations. And the 2022 leaderboards, they're already moving. All right, we've already got people crushing and cranking it. And frankly, they're on board. The 2022 leaderboards that have been going on for 6 days are on track, likely to beat top 10. They're on track to beat wherever we were. So anyway, we had so much fun with that, and top 25, thanks. Please continue to share that. And we're going to continue to do just amazing stuff like that. With that, I want to transition and move to, pardon me, I just muted myself. I'm sorry. I want to transition and hand the mic over to Dondi and Marcy to talk about an amazing tool that you can use to develop a high level business. Now, I asked every single one of the top 25 who we just recognized to share what they learned, some highlights from 2021. I also asked them to share their numbers, right? To share how many customers, how many new business partners they had. And I'm going to tell you, I mean, some of them we're talking about, I don't know, one person recruited over 100 new people Bruna Pallone, by the way, over 100, huge. Here's something else I recognized. That there was a massive number of, there was of course, a disproportionate number of customers, okay, to distributors. Now that's predictable, you know, and it's not a bad thing. Bring them in, bring them in, bring them in, but let's build it and they will come. I also noticed a trend where many people were saying, I had so many customers, but I need more distributors, right? Any of you feel like that? You want to be able to build a team. You know, I recruited 30 customers and 0 distributors, and I feel bad. Don't feel bad. You recruited 30 customers. Great. This year, let's go do 50 customers and 40 distributors, right? It's not a either or, it's not a bad or good. It's just, okay, let's do more. So how do we bring more distributors? How do we, when we bring distributors in, how do we help them catch the vision and create rapid and meaningful duplication? Well, I want to turn the time over to Dondi and Marcy to take 5-10 minutes and talk about something that we've been participating in, piloting for the last 4 months, and it has been absolutely tremendous. And it is 100% about how to bring in leaders from other companies, how to bring in people with a business mindset to go do this business, and how to bring your team to an event on a regular basis that can absolutely help them springboard into massive duplication. So with that, I'm going to turn over the time to Dondi and Marcy to talk about Vision Summit.
So thank you so much, Seth. We are so incredibly excited and honored that you would ask us to be here, but excited because of what is unfolding with this event that Seth is talking about. It's called Vision Summit. And it is
before you get into that, can I just say congratulations to everybody? Oh my gosh. What an amazing, amazing 2021. And you just inspired the crap out of me. So I had to throw that in there first. So please go ahead now.
It's just, this event is just unbelievable. And we have been, like Seth said, we've been piloting it. We've been launching it for 4 months. And Seth, you nailed it when you said the whole purpose of this event called Vision Summit is to allow new distributors or stuck distributors or prospects or people that are leaders in other companies that really, they don't feel home anymore to catch the vision. What vision am I talking about? The LifeVantage vision. It's a monthly event, and the only exception to that is when we have elite academies and convention. So it's 10 months out of the year. It's the second Friday and Saturday of the month at corporate headquarters. So how best to catch the vision than to be where it starts, where it happens, the day-to-day workings of our company being in corporate headquarters for 2 days. And that's the aerial view of what this event is. But the entire focus of the event is, like Seth said, to get the new distributor to catch the vision if they haven't had it already, the stuck distributor, the one who wants to relaunch, a new prospect to just go, oh my gosh. I mean, think about what a new prospect is seeing for the first time. Yeah, they might have seen ABC Primetime. Yeah, they might have been on a Zoom. But to go from that, before they make a decision to join your team, to sit in the company headquarters after taking a tour, by the way, a very detailed and elaborate tour of the entire facility, and then get a chance to sit and listen to day one, Friday, to all the corporate people talking about what we have, and then day, which is the why of LifeVantage, and then Saturday is the how, to listen to between 15 and 20 elite and master distributors teach a single component about how we build this business. So at the end of that second day, prospects are running to enroll because they catch the vision from day one. That's how you start a forest fire. And if you've been involved in forest fires, if you've had any family or friends have lost homes recently because there's some happening, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the positive kind, which is contagious. It'll spread faster than Omicron. That's what I'm talking about. That's the power of this when you catch the vision. So I'm going to turn it over to Marcy to get a little specifics, and I'll just add on to what she describes. But it is the absolute amazing event. We are now going on month 5. This month will be month 5, and we're north of 95% signups for all prospects that are sitting in the room. That's how powerful this is.
Yeah, it's all about the emotion, right? Well, first of all, how many of you, can you show me by your hands being raised, how many of you have seen our corporate office, our new global corporate office? Have you seen it? Anybody? Okay, so for those of you that have seen it, you'll understand what I'm going to say here. So the first time that I had the opportunity to see our new global corporate office was last May when I went in for some recording. And when I got off of the elevator and I turned in there and I saw those windows that you could see the valley, then you could see the mountains in the other direction, and you could see the way that it was set up with all the different elements. I had this feeling inside of my heart and inside of my soul that I knew that we were finally in a building that we could build to $1 billion. That we could become that $1 billion company that we know LifeVantage is destined to be. And so could you imagine being somebody that has been taking a look at LifeVantage, been dipping a toe maybe and seeing some information but has not made a decision yet, or maybe even somebody that has not even seen a thing, and they come in and they get off of that elevator and they turn and they see that view, and then they get a full tour and they're told that, oh my gosh, this building is for you. It is for the people that are building this business. It is for your belief building. It is for your experience, and it's for you to bring your prospects to when you become part of LifeVantage. That feeling that I had, that just, North, gosh, that belief skyrocketed, right? Because I was in the corporate office. And then, like Don D said, on Friday, we start just before noon with corporate tours. And then at noon, we actually have lunch together. We have lunch catered in, and we get to sit there and mingle. You get to actually talk with the elites and the master distributors and executive master pro 10s. You don't even know sometimes who you're talking to because we are all just normal people. And that's what this event is all about. It's a neutral event, and everyone is accepted and invited. We want everybody to come. So when you're sitting there and then listening to Steve Fife, our CEO, share his vision and why LifeVantage for him, and he even gives us some secrets, by the way. He tells us things sometimes that he hasn't told anybody else other than the board of directors, because he just stepped out of that board of director meeting. As a matter of fact, the last event we had, November's actually, we had the honor. I just lost her name though. Help me with her name. Erin Brockovich was there for the board meeting, and she came in and she talked to us, and she dropped the bomb, the F-bomb, when she was talking about how well our products work, that she absolutely loves our products because they effing work. And it was just such the experience. This event is about, first of all, on Friday, the feeling and the understanding of what this company is about and why people should choose it. And then when we move into Saturday, as Dondi mentioned, this is all about now people have made that decision, because this event helps people make the decision. They decide that they want to be part of this with you. And immediately the next day they get to come in, and well over, it's like 13 to 20 of us will be sharing different principles, not techniques. We share principles with you that are standard, that everybody should be doing to be able to build your business to be successful. There are some ideas that are shared, but we will be teaching you the principles. There's lots of different techniques that you can do to build your business, because we're all individual. We need different ways of sharing, right? But when it comes down to the principles, again, this isn't about 5 hours time spent on a Saturday. You're going to be hearing from over 13 executives and master distributors. Can you imagine what that would feel like? Can you imagine the information flow? And hi, Flo. I see you here. But can you imagine? That's like that fire hose of information and emotion and desire, and being able to see yourself in those of us that will be helping you throughout this event. you'll be able to see that you can do it as long as you're willing to do what we did. So people respond to the way we make them feel. And that's what Vision Summit is all about, is we want people to be able to see themselves doing the things they've always dreamt of doing and casting that vision with the location, with the executives, and with the masters and the elites. One thing I want you to know, though, is that this is a distributor-run event that corporate supports. So it is all your field leadership, and it is an array of field leadership. As you heard, Seth is part of that as well. But we have just got an amazing, amazing group. But we love Vision Summit because it is the easiest recruiting tool that we have had so far, because we let the event do the heavy lifting for us.
Yes.
It's the best third party
One thing I want to share
validation
is
ever.
Joan has in the chat, will these events be available online? And the answer is no, because it's not a training. It's a recruiting event. And you have to be there because you can't go on a tour of the building online. You can't see what it's like to be standing 6 feet away from Steve Fife talking about the vision. You can get that online, but that's not what the experience is for. We don't want anybody to have the option to go online and miss the event, which is why it's not going to be online. It is either you go or you don't go, because it's that powerful, because you don't ever, it's just, it would not work. It wouldn't. The event needs to be live. It needs to be experienced to truly grasp the magnitude of this. Because think about it this way: we can go to an elite academy virtually. We can go to a convention virtually, and it's kind of the same because we're mainly observers. This is not intended to be an observer. This is intended to be a participant, to interact with the people that are talking, ask questions during the breakouts, to sit and talk to Steve Fife one-on-one. I mean, think about a prospect who can go talk to Steve Fife one-on-one, talk to Dr. Dixon one-on-one, talk to Michelle Oborn one-on-one about our legacy program, talk to the Hot Kamali Thoda about our app one-to-one. These are you can't do that online. You can't do that as an observer because there's no interaction capabilities. And you definitely can't grasp what it's like to be in the billion-dollar feeling business headquarters that we're in. So it would, there could be some benefits. It would just miss the entire point of the event and the magnitude of the event. So great question, Joan, but the answer is no, it won't be online. Because this is intended to be an experience. It's intended to be solely a prospecting event, but it's also a team building event, because in the evenings, the team gets together and talks about the events of the day. A lot of the leaders go out together and unite their group. So you can go to dinner with Master Pro 10 Fry as an example, or you can go to dinner with Executive Master Pro 10 Mark Shinsato, who was there last month. So these are the kind of the things that you just don't get the opportunity to do in any other event that LifeVantage has ever thrown, because they've always been trainings or observer events. This is an interaction event where you can go talk to every single one of the presenters, every single one of corporate people during the breaks. And that's exactly why because they just go to their office and then they come back in for the breaks and they talk and they go back to their office just so they're in the other room. So that's really the powerful nature of this event. And I cannot tell you, I think it's even above 95%, the prospect rates. And even the ones who haven't yet signed up are just saving the money or waiting for something else, waiting to leave their other company before they come over. I haven't met anybody yet who says, this is awesome, but it's just not for me. Not one yet.
Yeah. And so we had a guest with us in November that she didn't have the financial ability to sign up then, but she invited a friend that came with her in December. She signed up, her friend signed up immediately as a customer of hers and referred another customer to her. And so she had 2 new customers on the same day that she signed up, all because of Vision Summit.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the power of it. And by the way, virtual events, it's way too easy to get distracted. You miss out on so much of it and you just can't, it's just not the same. It's just not the same. So you need to make it a focus to get yourselves there, to get prospects there. And actually in January, it's a little bit different because the second Friday is actually attached to the third Saturday. And so Vision Summit this month is the 21st and 22nd. So please, you still have time. There is Eventbrite registration. The event itself is on Big Blue, but that registration link is not actively working right at this moment. So Eventbrite, there is a Facebook page for Vision Summit. If you want to be part of that, search Vision Summit, ask to be added. Just make sure that you recognize some of the names in there first, because who knows if there's another Facebook page, but we would love to add you in there. The links for the event are there to register, as well as discounted hotel rates. Links are in there, and the event itself is free. There is no charge for this 2-day
Right.
event, guys. It is so powerful. I mean, you could pay thousands of dollars for this event, but it's free because we
It
want you to
always
have
will
it.
be. Yeah. And there's one thing I wanted to mention too, kind of back to the online question. And thank you again, Joan, for that. You don't have to be there to allow this to work for you, because we've had several elites and there was actually a couple Pro 2s that sent prospects there and told us they were coming. And we found their prospects, introduced ourselves, and gave their prospects the red carpet treatment, and their enrollers weren't even there, but they signed up that night. So that's something that's open to you too. So if it's, yes, it's Salt Lake City. Yes, you have to get airfare to get there. There's a night stay in a hotel. So if you can't do it financially now, make it a goal to be there at some point, but please do not hesitate to invite your prospects to go, and then just let us know they're coming and we will give them the red carpet treatment. That's the whole purpose of this. It's a neutral event. So no matter who your prospect is, you do not have to worry. The only thing you're going to have to worry about is what pack are they going to sign up on. You're never going to have to worry about somebody else recruiting your prospect, because if that ever happened, it would be really bad day for the person who did that, because that's the entire focus of that, to never allow that. It is a neutral event. Everybody's prospects are welcome, and everybody there is looking to help you sign up your prospect. That's the entire purpose of the event.
All right, so I am actually going to be putting the link into the comments for the Vision Summit Facebook group. So let me get that here so that you guys can go and ask to be added in there so that you can see all of the details, the registration link, as well as hotel information. Again, we have got January 21st and 22nd, and then the next one will be March 11th and 12th. And there are links for both of those for registration. We're already over 120 people registered, and we're going to have to cap at 150 in January. So hurry up and get registered. We are super excited to welcome you to Vision Summit, to help support you in any way that we possibly can, and just link arms with you in taking this company to the next level. Building belief all the way, baby.
That's what it is.
Thanks, Seth.
Wow. Dondi, Marcy, thank you so much. So I had a distributor who came last month, okay? And he is very, very focused on the product and knows a lot about health and wellness. And he came, and the cool thing about Vision Summit, Dondi, Marcy talked about it, there's so much networking that goes on there. Like, you don't sit there for 3 hours in presentations. You might sit there for 40 minutes. It's like every 45 minutes, it seems, I don't know what the cadence is, there's a break. You're thinking, no, give me the good stuff. The breaks are the good stuff. I tell you, my prospect, without me, he wasn't a prospect, he was a distributor on my team. He was bouncing around talking, he must have talked to 4, 5, 6 different people during that 2 days. And I noticed he's got a couple new customers this month. He's got more volume. I mean, his upline is super stoked because his upline wasn't even there. He was then calling his sponsor and saying, dude, you have to be here. Why are you not here? Cancel whatever you've got. It was super, super powerful. The event, I'm a master pro 10. This event did more for him than all of the work that I've done for months and months and months. That's the power of a system. That's the power of an event. I have another distributor who attended last month for the first time. Pro 5, ton of experience, incredibly professional woman. She's got 2 or 3 yeses already for people who are going to be attending with her, right? Her new distributors. And she has the invite for a network marketing leader from another company who's perhaps not satisfied with where they are, okay? And we're talking leadership, like leadership quality person who's probably flying in, anticipating to fly in 2 weeks to that Vision Summit to check this company out. It is a super, super powerful duplication, leadership duplication event. Imagine some of the power of Elite Academy with the intimacy of a Pro 5 summit and the benefit of an opportunity meeting, all wrapped up into one. Super, super powerful. So Don Marcy, thanks for casting that vision. All right, let's get to the last thing that we're going to talk about today. I do want to show you one document because this is my mantra. If you do not if you're not familiar with this document, you need to be. If somebody says, Seth, what do I do next? It's the proven plan. If they say, Seth, hey, I want to go Pro 3, what is it? It's the proven plan. Hey, Seth, I'm thinking about like, where do I start? Hey, it's the proven plan. Hey, Seth, I'm kind of stuck. What's the next thing? It's the proven plan. You see where I'm going? I am a one, like there was originally one pill, one yellow pill, and now there's one white paper. It's just the yellow pill and the white paper, the yellow pill and the white paper. Okay. Get this document. It's on the CEO Facebook community. How to build a Pro 3 business is right here in this document. Okay. Number one, plug into the system. If you will do this, I'm not telling you to go train your people. I'm inviting you to do this yourself. I am actually filling this document out myself every single day. Every day I listen to a neuro tool there in step 2, I check off the box. What happens when I get past day 10? I actually made a day 11 and a day 12, and I'm filling up this whole paper, right? It's like a crossword puzzle with check marks. These 3 simple steps will transform your business because they are the fewest indispensable activities that will provide and produce cash paying results in your business. The fewest, most important activities. Number one, plug into the system. Don't skip. If there's a checkbox, don't skip it. It's mandatory for you. You're the CEO. You hold yourself responsible. Okay. It's not me. It's you holding yourself responsible. There is no optional checkmark box. Do all these things. Make sure you're plugged into the next big event, into your team events. Make sure you're connected on your communication apps, whatever your team is doing, right? The Facebook communities, the WeChat, the WhatsApp, the Line, right? The Facebook Messenger. I'm in like 17 of these different things. And that's how I continue to stay in touch with every different aspect of my business. Number 2, feed your mind. We have some neuro tools. If you're not on the neuro tools, you need to get with your sponsor, you need to get with your upline, you need to reach out to me. We have developed a neuro tool specifically for LifeVantage called Dreaming Your Way to Pro 3. By the way, kind of a little fun fact, Dreaming Your Way to Pro 3 neuro tool is based on some of the music and the philosophies behind The Greatest Showman, A Million Dreams song, okay? Which is connected to the album and the feeling behind the Pro 3 Rockstar event. Pardon me, the Pro 3 Rockstar Award. So all that's kind of connected. That's your theme song, A Million Dreams, right? So we've developed a tool. It's on YouTube. You can listen to it twice a day. You can listen to it 100 times a day for free, okay? Every single day you're in the business, you need to be feeding your mind and listening to at least 2 neuro tools. And number 3, take 10. Help 10 people go through the ITT system. Invite, tool, team. Invite to watch the first touch video. Tool, share the LifeVantage story presentation in a pre-recording or in a presentation or in Vision Summit or in a tear-off sheet, whatever. Use that tool. Don't be the message yourself. Use the tool. And third, bring them to your team, right? To a meetup, to a 3-way call, to a 3-way chat, and take those 10 people and check off the box. Check off the box as they complete I. Check off the box and help them get to T and help them get to the next T. If you did that, if you were to complete 10, help 10 people walk through there, the numbers that we're seeing, you're going to be bringing on anywhere from 3 to 8 new people. Now, that's not inviting 10 people. I'm saying help 10 people fully walk through ITT. Okay. And you're going to see big time volumes. Complete this proven plan and then repeat. That's all you have to do. That's all I'm doing. I got brand new Pro 3 volume in November, right? From what? I just did this document. So you know what I'm doing this month? I'm doing it again. I had a brand new distributor sign up this morning, and a new customer from Iceland today, right? Now, what am I helping? What am I doing? I'm helping every single member of my team to duplicate this simple process. This is it. These are the big three. Okay. So last thing I'm going to share with you is what we're doing to drastically and radically improve our mindset. We are starting a class next Monday, okay, through the ICANN Institute. And give me a few seconds. My iPad is about to die, so I'm going to open up my my iPhone just in case it dies, in case I lose the meeting. I don't want to lose the meeting. Okay, so if you are not currently at the ICANN Institute, okay, I'm going to open up this document. This is the website of my personal mindset coach. Dondi and Marcy are platinum members here. They're going to be starting a class, rank advanced class with me next week. But we are inviting every single member of our team to get I was to say to get help. We all need help. I need help to get the mindset help that you need. If you are not where you want to be, I can tell you the primary reason is not because of your skill set. It's not because of your socioeconomic background. It's not because of your time or your calendar or everything else that's around you. It's not because of your network. All of those things, definite factors in your environment. But I can tell you, whether you're a Pro 10 who wants to be executive master, or whether you're a Pro 6 that is now being paid as a Pro 3 and you're frustrated, or you're a brand spanking new distributor and your first 4 people told you no, that was my story. I can tell you every single one of your answers starts and ends with mindset. You've got a block, you've got a core belief issue, you've got a set point issue, and you are the CEO that holds the key. We just need some tools. We just need some classes. We just need some systems. And I'll tell you, at 20 years, this marks my 20th year as a distributor, 30th year in the industry, because I spent 10 on the corporate side. This is my 20th year, and I've never seen any one thing so applicable to my success as what the ICANN Institute has. So go to icanninstitute.com, click on memberships, and go get the gold membership. Now it's $50 a month. But if you type in our code, because we're on the inner circle with Deb, I pay over 10 kickback a year mind I've ever been in my life. Okay, and the opportunity of a 50%. To be 50%, she's lowered her basically her gold membership and cents a month. Okay, by I'm talking CO50. Okay, CO to what she has. Okay, so with that gold membership, and then we are starting a class. I can sell
Seth, we lost you.
Sorry, I just switched devices. I'm back. Can you hear me, Lillian?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes. So somebody
You
dropped
didn't
that.
hear a lot of what you said before, though, Seth.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is the wonderful thing about being on lobby Wi-Fi. My apologies. So let me say this. We are starting a new class next week altogether. I want to invite you to take this class with me. This is a 10-week class. If you have a gold membership with the ICANN Institute and Deb Erickson, that class is included in your membership. This class is going to rock your world. If you want to recruit more distributors, this class will help you to do that. If you want to sell more product to more customers, this class will help you do that. Over the next 10 weeks, I'm going to be taking this class with you. Okay, so here are the deets. Well, you don't even have to register for the class. You just need to get your gold membership. Okay, and then you need to DM me and say, I want to be part of the I Can Build class community, and I'm going to add you too, that we already have a thread going in Facebook Messenger. So everything that we do, we're going to be talking about. What we're going to do is we're going to start the new class on Monday. Okay. By the way, the 10 weeks of content are already in your ICANN app. They're already online. Okay. They're already been pre-recorded, but don't skip ahead. Okay. Don't skip ahead. Stay with us over this 10 weeks. So on Monday, next week, we're going to announce and say, everybody, Monday, let's go. We're going to listen to the first class. Okay. And then every Friday, okay, we're going to be chatting in our threads about what you learned. We're all going to be talking about the assignments that we went through, right? She has assignments. Okay. But every Friday, we're going to get together, and it's not going to be convenient for everybody, but it's the time that I can do. And we got a ton of people from Hawaii who are populating it. So we need to make sure that it's not too late on Friday, but it's not too early. So Friday afternoons, okay, we're going to be doing a kind of a team huddle, an I Can Sell and Recruit huddle. We're going to be answering questions. We're going to be playing with each other. We're going to help each other talk about what we've learned. We're going to be going over some of our blocks. We're going to be sharing our successes, okay, and kind of just not summarizing, but bringing that team aspect to the work that we've been doing by ourselves, okay? So that's what you need to know. On Monday, boom, that, we're sounding the gun, and we're going to start a 10-week class called I Can Sell and Recruit. And what we're going to do is we're going to measure what we do. So if you're in this class with me, we're going to do an intake, and we're going to measure, where have I been? Where was I a year ago, maybe? Like if you've been doing Deb stuff, I want to know where you were before Deb, okay? Where was I a year ago? And then after 10 weeks, where did I get to, right? We're going to get some data on how amazing this class is. So I'm inviting you to come take I Can Sell and Recruit with me for the next 10 weeks. And I'll tell you what I'm going to get out of this class. My intention is I'm going to get 10 steps closer. I'm not satisfied with one step. I'm going to get 10 steps closer to being a master recruiter. Okay. Because I know that what's between me right now, my set point, and Executive Master Pro 10, by the way, is 2 Elite Pro 8 legs. Okay. I know that what's between me and Executive Master Pro 10 is becoming a master recruiter. That's the first thing. The first and most obvious thing is becoming a master recruiter. So I want to ask you where you are right now, your current set point. Mine is, Pro 10. Where I want to be at the end of the year, by the way. Mine's Executive Master. What is yours? And I'm going to guess. In fact, I'm going to ask you to drop this in the chat box. I'm going to guess that what is between you, the most obvious thing between you and wherever you want to be at the end of the year, is becoming a master recruiter, right? That will probably solve 90% of your problem, okay? So if that is, if the selling master recruiter thing is what you need, then will you drop a I Can Sell and Recruit? I Can Sell and Recruit in the chat box, just so I know who you are. And since this is being recorded, I'll have a record of everybody who did that. So I'm going to be taking this class. It starts Monday. I Can Sell and Recruit is going to be absolutely fabulous. You're going to start by making an e-card. An e-card is something you can use on social media. It's going to help you focus on who you are and the energy that you're putting out. We don't do business cards. We're not worried about making snazzy click-based posts. We're going to create an e-card, which is energy, which is an energy card, which is going to help you create a frequency to up-level your recruiting. Okay, your recruiting. And again, if there's one thing I can say by watching the people who are bringing a lot of people in, it's I brought in a lot of customers, but I want to, I'm selling product. I want to recruit distributors, right? So that's what we're going to do. And that wraps up our call. We'll do another call after Elite Academy next month. We do these CEO Global calls once a month. I want to thank all my co-hosts for being here. Special warm gratitude to Dondi and Marcy for talking about Vision Summit, to North Sanakrit out of Bangkok for talking about what they're doing, about his belief, their systems, 40, 40, 20, 30, 30, 10, to Phil out of Bali as our signatory Pro 3 Rockstar, and to everybody else. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to leave the lines open. I'm going to turn the recording off, and this call is in the books. This will be up on our YouTube channel by Saturday. I'm on the road at a funeral. It'll be up for review by Saturday, no later. I might be able to get it earlier. And please share this with your teams. So thank you, everybody. 2022 is here. Let's go to work.
Thank you, Seth. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Nice to meet you, North. Way to go.
Nice to meet you, Margaret. Nice meeting you, everybody. So I'll see you guys in Croatia.
Yes.
See you in Croatia. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.
See you guys. Have fun.
Thank you. Good night.